So today I've got this Jaz, which is from France, and it works, but the movement's quite dirty, and the case is dirty too. So it is definitely due a service, I think, because it could be improved, hopefully. And if you're wondering whether there are bits of broken record in the background, that'll be part of the Jakob Palm Tag series, which is an electric clock. The motor's over there. But for this one we're going back to mechanical with this very nice red one. I've done a bit of research. This is called the Jaz Modic, I think. There are like 4 different sizes of them, and this is the Modic, which is like second smallest. I don't know. I did a very little bit of research anyway, but I haven't seen a red one before, so this might be quite special, I don't know. So to start, I'm going to of course take the winders off, which unscrew the other way. Like that. Where's my screwdriver? Wrong one. There it is. Get the bell off. Oops. Not a good start. I'm going to go back to the old days of using little pots, because I find organisation is important most of the time. So we've got 3 little screws out the back of there, and we can get the bell off like that. That'll need a... oops, what was that? That'll need a clean. That's my oil. And the next thing to do, there's a bit of glue on me. Lovely. The next thing to do will be to get the movement out, because there's a dust cover in here, but to get the dust cover out you need to take the whole thing out. So I'm just going to unscrew this little button at the top, unscrew this little screw at the bottom, very similar construction to this tweezer, same idea, and it's actually got a very similar design of like metal pressing, but it must be a common thing because I've seen it on other stuff as well. It's quite loud, I'll put it somewhere else actually. There can be a limit to how much ticking you can have. So let's pull this out. The only work I've done on this thing already, off camera, is straightening the legs because they were bent. I just bent them with some pliers because they're riveted on. Glass and bezel. Here we got the nice little movement, which is actually bigger than the face. You can see the corners poking out. And the last thing to do is unscrew this dust cover. There's a small hole in the back of this, I don't know what it's for, under that left thing. Probably a feature that this hasn't got, a special edition or something. What's stopping it? Bit like a Westclox actually, isn't it? With the bolt-on dust cover. It was just held in by the screw threads, the screds. So here we got the movement. It says Jaz Mod D on it, which probably means Model D movement. and I found out you can date these by a stamp on the alarm hammer. And if that's the case, stamped on the alarm hammer right there is 1-31. And someone's screaming outside, so I'll close the window. And I think that either means January 1931 or the first quarter of 1931. But either way, it's pretty obviously 1931. So to get these hands off, which will be the next step, got to be careful not to damage the dial. Also, it says PF on that spring. I don't know why. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably start with the balance wheel actually, because that's probably the most fragile part of the clock. So I need to find my tweezers. And if I can do it with tweezers, that'd be great, but I'll probably need pliers. Can I pull this out? No. Okay, I'll need some pliers. But not those big chunky ones over there. Some smaller ones. So I've got some slightly smaller nosed pliers. And I'll pull this pin out. And I'll put all the delicate little bits in here. So I can unscrew the... I have to take the... Oh! I'll have to unscrew it through this way. No bigger deal anyway. Just unthread it through the regulator. There we go, phone vibrating. There we got the balance wheel out, with hairspring attached. How are the points on? The points are okay, a bit dirty though. So the next thing to do, now we can be a bit more rigorous with it, is, should I let the power down now? I think I'll do the face first. So, to get the face off, I will use a multi-tool technique, aka, if this doesn't work with one screwdriver, I'll use two. Yeah, it's the kind that you need two screwdrivers for. Do I have to? I think I do. So we've got a big screwdriver, which I'll put in there. It's a bit too big actually. Alright. How can I do this without ruining things? I know. I'll try out a can opener. That didn't do anything. I'll get back to you when I figured out a way and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, I did it by using these giant cutters, and I'll put it back on again to show you. So I put it on there. Right, so the hand's on, and I literally just went like that. Get it in between where the brass is, under the hand, and just do that. And it came off. But don't push too hard, otherwise you'll probably snap the shaft in half. Let's try out the other hands. I don't think I'll need tools for this. Just check under there if it's the hand that comes off. No, there's a clip under there. Okay, I can probably... yeah. It's got a little split in it, which makes it easy to pull off with your fingers. And this one came off with my fingers as well, just like that. Great. So now I can remove this by tabs. Not a huge tab fan. Well, not this kind anyway. That's one side. I'm pretty sure these tabs are almost never bent over on, you know, untouched clocks. I think it's always the people who repair them think they should be bent over. And I don't agree, because they're a pain. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got a face made out of 2 bits of metal. Can they come apart? Probably, but I'm not going to try. I don't think they're supposed to. Put that over there. It's not in bad condition. I don't want to ruin it by getting oily fingers on it. So, we got the front plate here. You can see someone's attacked it with a pin punch to close off that hole. Okay, that's fine. I'll just get this clip off. Probably use my fingers on it. Oh no, it's the kind that you need to pull off. I hate these things. Oh, there we go. Oh, that one was okay. Put it in there. Right. So we got the alarm shaft on a pin. Then we can let the power down now. Just grab a key. Wind it on. And it's a pain to twizzle this around actually because it's difficult to hold on. Alright, how can I do this? I'll do it like that. And I'm just going to do the age-old reduce tension on the thing and turn. I've wanted a Jaz clock for a while now. I've got Bayards and stuff, but they're really the most collectible French one, so I had to have it. Got it on eBay. Solder's not working, even though it is. Well, not perfectly anyway. Definitely do a service. And this is a pain. A little bit more maybe. And that's it, that's all the power out pretty much. And the other side, oh, that's completely wound up. Alright. Put it on this side now. I mean, at least they put a click on here. I know some of them don't really have this kind of thing, so it's much more difficult. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I could have just put the alarm on really, and it'll probably do the same job. But I'll do it pro style. Okay, I think that's all the power out. So the next step will be, may as well finish the disassembly in this video. Getting that alarm thing off. I think you just pull that pin out. Just like in the Bayard. Yeah. Not making it easy for me. Oh, there we go. One pin. Oh, second pin actually. The first one was in the balance wheel. So I can pull that out. What have we got inside? Don't know. Something stopping me from pulling this out. Don't know what it is. Oh, it's just friction. And inside we got a springy thing on top of a washer. There we go. If I can get my springy thing now. Ooh, that's the washer. The springy thing's hiding in there somewhere. Ooh, that was a bit hard. Didn't mean to do that. There we go, it finally came out. And now we should be safe to undo the plates and figure out where everything goes when it comes to putting it back together again. Luckily, as I'm recording it, I can go back on the footage and cringe at it. Hopefully this won't blow up in my face. Try my best to take all the power out of it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was safe. Okay. Start getting these out. Oh, that shouldn't be moving. There's a second hand on this clock. Well, no there isn't, but there's a second hand attachment where one could go. And I'll undo the plates for the rest of this. I think it's wound down. Must be. The alarm I'm worried about. Oh no, it was fine. Look at that. So the next thing to do is, why is there solder on there? Someone's repaired that in the past. Don't know how well they've done it. I think it works, so there's no problem with that. But yeah, the next thing to do will be to clean the parts. Gosh. Clean the parts, and then get it back together again. And hopefully we can have this running better than, not better than ever, but definitely better than it has done in the past. There's a bit of wear on here, but as I've discussed with the forum, the GHC on Discord, there's not enough wear to worry about really, because although it's worn down, it still runs. And if I clean the pivots up, therefore it will not be any more of a threat, because it's the dirt that kills, probably. So I'll leave this video here, and I think it's probably not putting a video up of cleaning the parts, because most people have an ultrasonic cleaner anyway, and I'll just be scrubbing them by hand with a towel and some acetone, and getting them shiny. After that, as I always do, go into the pivot holes with a cocktail stick or something and just clean them out like that, and that seems to do a good job. And it's not germs or anything, so if you can't see the dirt, then there literally probably isn't any there. So I'm going on that anyway, making them look good, and hopefully it'll run good.